This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time, that now is a high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. I want to give all the praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem Kakudash, Brakati Yahweh, Brakati Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And a mighty shalom to the whole for elect in the same Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word in the same Spirit and in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwathiam, believers in His faith and His truth. Lord, willing that you continue to pursue in your life, which is being a loving and silent and virtuous wife, and that you all continue to endure and be sincere in the same Spirit. And Lord, willing, must have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. I came across this from the elder Kawaz. He had posted this, and this is he looked up Trump news, and this was said on the 8th. Salaki of May, and it says Trump says death penalty a proper punishment for anti-Semitism, but it's it's not it's Shemitic people, but anti-Semitism in America. Many people, including his supporters, missed it, but about 5 years ago, Donald Trump spoke at a rally about how he believes the punishment of anti-Semitism in America should be the death penalty. To a crowd of cheering supporters, Trump appeared to have been referring to a deadly shooting at a local kosher grocery store in New Jersey that he described as an evil anti-Semitism attack that he called an assault on all of us. Now, of course, for those that are of the faith, these are not the people. Of course, we know those things, but this is going to eventually usher in the establishment of people being martyred for this truth. Now, I'm going to jump over to Revelations 20, right? Because it's not just people just, getting beheaded or getting a death penalty on being anti-Semitism, right? But the men of the Lord is going to suffer being martyred, being beheaded, which even Donald Duck, really wants to bring back the guillotine. This is Revelations 20:4. It says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded." Who was beheaded? Those that for the witness of Yahushai and for the word of the Most High, in which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received the mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with the Mashiach 1,000 years. Like, we're headed to this, right? Which is really ushering in the new world system in that charagma. But it said multiple things. Witness of Yahushai, that's one. For the word of the Most High, two. Which worship not the beast, which is three. And to worship means to obey or bow the knee to, right? Neither his image, which goes into 3, neither have received the mark in their foreheads or in their hands, which would be 4. Right? So even with the anti-Semitism, it's going to be even greater, because if you're not bowing down to their system or to their way, you are against them. Right? If you don't want to receive this charagma, hey, they have an issue with you. When it comes to this word, they're trying to bring back that same spirit or movement like King Antiochus Epiphanes in the Maccabees, right? Let's actually get that real quick if we can, right? This is First Maccabees chapter 1, and I think verse 41. It says, "Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yet many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrifice unto idols, and profane the Shabbat," profane the Sabbath. And we know in Ecclesiastes it says, history merely repeats itself. We're going to get to a stage where they're gonna make these decrees that, hey, you can't have anti-Semitism. Hey, you can't worship this. Let's all be one people, one religion, one movement, and it's gonna be under our new world system, right? And guess what? It said many also of the Israelites. When you look at 2/3 and 1/3, the 2/3 are many, right? The 1/3 is a few, right? Let's get the other classic in Amos. Salaki family. This is Amos, the 8th chapter, in verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shemashai power, that I will send a famine in the land, and not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And, starting with the apostles of great millstones, they always push brothers should be teaching, and that's another thing, because the men of the Lord is warning the sheep, because we're getting closer and closer. We're not just waiting for a 4th of July, right? We're not going to do unity, right? Because that's going to be another point for, the sheep to say, you teach something different. We want to be one sound, one band, right? But let alone we want to be shaking the hand against the place. We want to be able to speak to Jake about their transgressions, man. And we want to be the example of this truth. Because in a minute, the Lord is going to remove the men of the Lord from teaching, right? It says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, and to seek the word of Yahweh, and shall not find it, right? It's going to be hide and seek, and they will not be able to find them. You know how many people, even back then, when the word was out, they wasn't taking heed to this? Jeremiah said that we speak about kingdoms, countries, evils, and pestilence, and war. And this is what the man of the Lord is doing before the Lord damn near close the breaches thereof, or close the door. We ain't going to be teaching no more, man. I don't want to be teaching no more. I want these things to happen. I want even worse things to happen, because you, Jake, don't appreciate Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We all, yes, we all slip because of being in his flesh. But those that are calling, those that have a devotion to this thing, right? For y'all that's not paying attention, you got your mind in a shithole. It's gonna be over, man. Right? The Lord is really working in the spirit and in its own overtime, man. They even saying days and time is moving faster. Right? This is the time to take heed. But it says people are going to go to and fro to seek the word of Yahweh. I'm about to get this last one, because if you're not seeking the Lord now while we have the chance, this is, I believe, 2 Chronicles, the 15th chapter, in verse 13. It says that whosoever would not seek, and that Hebrew word for seek is Yarash, seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman, man. So if you ain't seeking the Lord now while you got the chance, right, you're going to be put to death, man. That's how serious this is, right? So just seeing those things, hey, brother, the ministry is about to take a blow. But guess what? The elect, this is going to benefit you, because we're getting close to Yahushua returning, man. We getting close to Yahushua returning. We want this to be in effect, man. Right? You want the system to actually close, man. You want it to get worse and worse, because the more worse they get, the more peak it is for this thing to take a huge drop. Right? Oh, man, the Lord about to have the men of the Lord like Ezekiel and like Zacharias, where we couldn't speak, man. We were dumb to even speaking or uttering the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to any one of y'all, man. Man, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh, the water, Lord willing that this is edifying to the sheep, regardless if you hear for bear, right? This is the time to be ready, right, while you can get ready, right? You don't want this thing to fully hit and you wasn't ready. The Lord is going to say, he don't know you. Get away from me, ye workers of iniquity.